Okay, there's always been a guy who kept on telling me about the Good Doctor. He like, have you ever watched the Good Doctor? I like, no. And then every time he see me, he be like, have you seen the Good Doctor? Have you seen the Good Doctor? So one day I tried to check out the Good Doctor. And I really could not get into it. So after that, I ain't never watched it again. Okay? And then I noticed the Good Doctor was on yesterday. I said, let me check this thing out. That everybody keep talking about the Good Doctor. I actually caught this episode. And I said this episode was actually good. So I'm going to review it. Because I really enjoyed it. Everything that could possibly be going wrong is going wrong. Leah is late for work. She comes outside and she has a ticket and then realize she have a flat. Don't you hate that? When you start your day off late and everything that could possibly go wrong is happening. And you be like, F my life right now. Like, why is this happening to me right now? I hate that with a passion when you start your day in a bad way. OMG, that is terrible. You have Dr. Morgan with her patient who actually has Down syndrome, and she explains to her she has stage 4 in liver disease. Okay? And the patient is so kind and nice. The patient needs a liver transplant, and she asks the most powerful question: does somebody have to die for me to live? I thought it was very kind words what the patient said. She said, I want to pray, but I don't want to pray for somebody to die. And I like, oh my God, she is so cute, this lady. Oh my God, she is nice and so caring and so considerate. Leah actually made it to work and she caught the elevator with Dr. Aaron. OMG. And he is debating her on her life. I said, I cannot. He is doing way too much. First of all, she already going through a lot. I said, if the lady is venting, why he just don't lend an ear and just be quiet and just listen to what she gotta say. Sometimes people don't want you to respond, but just need a shoulder for you just to listen. And then you should ask, can I respond or not? Because the lady already gone through it. We don't need your goddamn advice on how we need to live our life. Alright? But she sure put him in his place. He was like, you don't gotta get volatile. Nobody getting volatile. People just frustrated because they're already going through a tough time already. And then you making it worse, being criticizing her. And nobody want to hear that when we late for work, okay? Keep that to yourself. You have the EMTs bringing in a patient who almost drowned in a triathlon, and his name is Court Graham. But in this video, you might hear me calling him the one-legged man. I said I could barely swim with 2 legs. I didn't know somebody could swim with 1 leg. I said, I am amazed, and I did not know you could swim with 1 leg. Nobody told me. And I think that is very impressive if you could swim with a 1 leg. Okay? This guy is supposed to be a cancer survivor who actually collects a lot of money for charity, and his lungs have collapsed and is full of water, and they try to revive him, but they cannot revive him at the moment because they need a tube, and they can't get the tube out the machine because the machine is working, and they have one lady to do it, and the lady is acting all hesitant and whatnot. When you working on somebody, you gotta be responsive, you gotta be able to think and be quick on your feet. So the lady couldn't get the machine open. So Dr. Clear actually used an axe and bust the glass open. And she like, yo, get the tool. Like, yo, why you just standing there? The lady is just standing there. I think her name is Levi. Or Levy. I think her name is Levy. I'm not sure. And she's just standing there. And then she actually gets the tool. And as they working on him, the lady asked the nurse why the thing did not work. Because the hospital lights are on, but all the computers are down and not working. And now the doctors are panicking because they don't know what the hell is going on. And how are they supposed to help their patients if they don't have the right tools and the right data to properly help the patients in the hospital? So we all frantically running around whispering, what's going on, what's going on, what's going on, what's going on? What is happening? What is happening right now? Everybody is confused and don't know what the hell is going on. Dr. Aaron actually gets a hold of why the things are not working. They have hackers doing a hospital takeover. They have shut down the hospital data so they can collect a ransom. First of all, I've not even heard of this. I think people do this in real life. Oh my God. You have to be one sick person taking advantage of the hospital while they trying to take care of sick people. Can you imagine one of your loved ones or you in a hospital and you can't get the proper treatment because somebody has taken over the hospital for ransom? OMG. Some people might say hospitals be taking advantage of patients. Sometimes that may be true. In a life and death situation, you still got to rely on the hospital to get you better. Whether they do it or not, it's a gamble. It's a gamble. But you have to be one sick person to do this. Okay? Dr. Aaron tells Leah that he gotta notify everybody, even the insurance ransom person. Okay? Leah like, don't get them involved. She can handle it. Leah is the head IT tech lady. And in this episode, you will see a lot of guys undermining her because she is a female, in which I have a problem with that, but we gonna get into that. Okay? Leah finds out that the hackers actually hacked the server 3 months ago. And they would need their encryption key to actually access their own data. So the hospital is actually at the mercy of the hackers. I just can't imagine that. That's gotta be stressful as hell. Leah tells him not to pay the ransom, and I'm in agreement with Leah at this point. And she says she could fix the problem. But Dr. Aaron has a little better doubt of what Leah is saying. Okay? He do not have too much faith in her and her skills. Leah has 24 hours to fix the server and get it up running before the hospital pays the $2 million ransom to the hackers. And the patient needs a liver transplant, and the doctors are looking for a donor for her. And they actually revived the one-legged patient who was in the triathlon. Okay, he survived. And he telling the doctors how he's a cancer survivor and how he contributed to the charity and how he give people hope that they can make it through cancer. And the doctors are under the impression that he has cancer, and Dr. Murphy believes that his cancer is back. And some of the doctors don't believe his cancer is back, but they got to do further testing to actually finalize what is going on with him. The man in the black suit is the insurance representative for the ransom, and I was confused. I like, did this man work with the hackers? He was so willingly want to pay out the ransom. I don't know no insurance rep that's so eager to pay so much money. Normally they give people a hard time and they try to find everything in their power not to give you the money. So I like, is he even working with the hackers? But all through the show, I don't think he was working with the hackers. But by him saying pay the hackers, oh, Leah couldn't do it because he haven't seen nobody do it. I said, because you have not seen somebody do something, does not mean it cannot be done. Okay? And I feel like he was saying this more because she was a female. Okay? And I did not like that insurance representative at all. As Dr. Aaron being the head, if it was me, I would have supported Leah, encourage her that she can do it, and how can I assist her in any kind of way. It looked like both Dr. Aaron and the insurance rep both had negative thoughts that Leah couldn't do it because she was a female. That's just my opinion. I said, don't ever call me for no damn ransom, because I'm not paying no ransom. First of all, I'm poor and I ain't got no money to pay nobody ransom, and I'm going to treat you like a bill collector, and I'm going to hang up the phone on you. I'm so going to hang up on the phone with you and say, get the hell out of my face with this. Okay? The doctors are brainstorming on who would be a better candidate for an organ donor, because they actually have multiple patients that need organs. And one of the men actually found a lady who would be a good donor for the lady who has the Down syndrome, based on her social media. And the black doctor was like, I would never donate an organ. And he was like, because she's not selfish like you. Do you believe that because somebody do not donate their organs, they're selfish? I feel like if I came in this world with all my organs and I was made whole, I want to leave this world with all my organs attached to me. Okay? I want to come in this world and I want to leave this world how I came. I don't think that's being selfish. I think that's my choice of what I want to do with my organs. Okay? And a lot of people do die because there is not enough people who are donating organs. I know a lot of people who needed a heart transplant and a kidney transplant and never received it and died from not having these transplants. I know real people who actually died because they did not get a transplant. Leah is furious at Dr. Aaron because he negotiated with the hacker. She like, why are we negotiating with terrorists? Yeah. And she expresses to Dr. Aaron, you don't believe in me? You do not have faith in me? And in reality, he does not. He don't. And she tells him the hackers sent out a signal text and the money ransom actually went up. It actually made things worse because they're going to be deleting the hospital information now. Right now, the hospital can't even see the information. But the next step the hacker's going to do is delete all the information. Wow. I am so curious, how do one hack into stuff? I like, how does that work though? Because I'm not a hacker and I don't know how to do that. But I'm curious, how does that work though? You have Leah and the insurance rep going back and forth on what they should do. And Dr. Aaron stops their bickering, and I am so glad because they was getting on my nerves. And he tells Leah to continue to do what she's doing, working on the circuit board and trying to retrieve the data. And he tells the insurance rep continue to negotiate with the hackers. And they go their separate ways. The doctors tell the one-legged man in court that he do not have cancer. he has an fungal infection and he must have surgery on his lungs, but Dr. Morgan don't want to give him surgery due to something of him having cancer. The one-legged man don't care what they talking about. He wants the surgery no matter what. He like, I can take it. I am a survivor. We can do this. And the doctor advised it not. They said they're going to put him on different medications to see how it works against the fungi infection. I thought Dr. Murphy was being a good boyfriend. He actually comes in and checks on Leah and brings her a sandwich and asks her do she want to eat. And Leah rips him to shreds because she is under frustration because her boss and the insurance rep do not believe in her. She took it out on her boyfriend, and I think that's what happened because I don't think Dr. Murphy think any less of her because she's a woman and she cannot do it because she's a woman. Leah actually gets up and leave him, and he don't even know what is going on. Dr. Murphy is like left confused, and I think every lady could relate to Leah and know where she's coming from about a man doubting her worth, her skills, her knowledge, and what she is skillful of, and because she's not a man. Leah had less than really 24 hours since now to get the circuit board up and running and get the data back. And they find out Rachel is not a good candidate to donate her liver because her liver is messed up and damaged. So the lady with the Down syndrome cannot get a liver transplant at this moment, and they got to go back to the drawing board. But Rachel is a good candidate for somebody else, and they plan to contact that person if they could come in to get a transplant. And they're trying to kill 4 birds at one stone. They're trying to give Rachel a transplant, the patient who has a Down syndrome, and a convict and his daughter a transplant. So they're trying to right now find matches on how it could be so and how it could be done. The one-legged man patient is a nut because while he is in distress, he reveals an ugly secret. This man ain't never had cancer. He actually lost his leg in a motorcycle accident. I said, who does that? Who pretends to have cancer when they don't? When you come to your health, you can't make up stuff about your health. Because you want to play with your life, you don't have it, you will have it. If you keep speaking bad things over your life. There is life and death in the power of the tongue. You do not speak over your health like that. I do not play with sickness, and I will never claim to have something knowing I did not have it. And I like, yo. And Dr. Claire actually got upset, and I was upset too. Because when I heard him say this, I was outraged. Because I like, this man pretended to have something to give sick people false hope. And that's something you do not want to do and play with people's lives like that. And you can't play with people's lives like that. You just can't. Okay? You can't give sick people false hope like that. Like, it's terrible. He feel like when the charity said he lost his leg to cancer, he just went along with it. And it been like 10 years he been going on with this lie. I said, child, I just cannot with this man. I said, child, I just cannot. Dr. Audrey don't see why Dr. Claire is so upset. I like, she don't see why she upset. And I said Audrey was getting him nerve in this episode, child. She was dry. Ooh, Audrey was getting him nerve now. And I think she was mad at Claire because she revealed to her boss that she had some kind of illness or something like that. And whatever perspired to that, it fogged up Audrey's judgment. The news reporter got a hold that the one-legged man, lied about having an illness, and Audrey assumed it was Clay. And she like, you lucky I can't prove it to you, or you will be fired. I like, first of all, when Dr. Claire said that about outing him, it was a whole bunch of people in that room. You can't just assume she outed him out because she said it. Anybody could go back and repeat what you said and make it think like it's you. And I said, as a director, Audrey made bad decisions, and her judgment was cloudy, okay? And I don't like how she was acting towards Claire. I did not like that at all. And I said she should have had a conversation with her. You don't just assume, because when you assume, you make a donkey out of yourself. And at the end of the day, she never even asked her. She just assumed that the lady did it. And these two are supposed to be best friends. And Dr. Murphy don't see what is the problem, because he said, you always say it's okay to tell white lies. And she said white lies, not big lies like a whole bunch of people. And he said, what is the difference between telling a white lie or a big lie? And when can you tell a white lie or a big lie? So you have Levy trying to talk to her uncle on why she's an imposter. He tells her to suck it up and develop tough skin and get back to work. I thought that was sick. I thought, what is wrong with these men on this show right today? It's like they just telling a woman is to be quiet, shut up. Nobody want to listen to your problems. Nobody will want to. You supposed to be seen and not heard. It's like a woman identity is invisible in this world, and it should not have to be like that. Let me tell you, I come from a family. We ain't gonna never shut up. We gonna always stand up for what we believe in, and you gonna always hear them out whether you want to hear it or not. If we want to express ourselves, we gonna express ourselves, whether you're our boss or not. Okay? At this point, Lee is all over the place. She said she got the circuit board running, but she didn't even test it yet. And Dr. Aaron don't want to hear all that. He like, yo, you have to get to 100% and get that thing running. And she like, damn, could you just say a good job just a little bit? Can you just say nice work just a little bit? Damn. They like this. I said people will be more hard on a woman than some of these men that is out here. They're a baby of men, but want a woman to develop tough skin. That is the most craziest thing I ever seen or heard. The doctor found out the Asian lady is a match for the convict, and she finds out that the convict has murdered somebody, and she do not want to give her kidney to him. And she like, take this up. And the doctor actually convinced her that he was an abused kid that made him kill. And come to find out the doctor lied. Lord have mercy. You cannot trick somebody into giving an organ if they don't want to donate it. You cannot tell a lie to somebody so they can donate their organ. That is the most craziest, and I think that is malpractice by doing that. I don't know. I'm not no doctor, don't work in the doctor. But ain't that malpractice? That's not malpractice? I don't know what it is. But it either negligence or something. I don't know. Lying to a patient to give their organs to another patient. Would she influence the patient to change her mind, and the information was not even true? My God, what is coming to this world? People are so desperate, they are willing to lie to get what they want. OMG. Leah is a mess right now. She's sweating, she's jittery, all hyper due to all the energy drinks, and fit bars she ate. She actually goes to her boyfriend, Dr. Murphy, and try to get his advice. And I thought what he said was very encouraging, nice. He said, I don't know about what you do. I know about surgery. And he said, I cannot bring food into surgery. But you always know how to fix things. You always fix things. Trust your instinct. And that gave Leah the push to do what she needed to do. And my girl went back in it and got everything working. She got the circuit board up and running. But she actually needed Dr. Aaron permission to do what she needed to do. And the data started coming on the computers. And the MRI lights started coming on. I thought it was beautiful. I said sometimes it's good to trust your gut because you might just be right. You see the doctors doing 4 transplants, putting the organs where all the organs need to be in the different 4 patients. And then you have Audrey that's in the operating room. And Levy actually tells her that she was the one that whistleblow to the reporter. And Audrey kicked her out of the surgery and told her to scrub out. Audrey was mad. But she felt bad. But come to find out that Levi was not even the whistleblower. Oh my God. Leah tells Dr. Aaron everything is working, everything is okay, there's nothing wrong. And she tells her what she did. And Dr. Aaron actually yells at her. He was like, you did that without my permission? If you ever do that again, I'm going to fire you. And she just kept going on. He like, will you just be quiet? And he just want to say, good job. I like, men is just like to criticize a woman for no reason. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. You actually have Livy and her uncle, who's also a doctor there. The uncle want to know why she said she was a whistleblower. Because he already knows she's not the whistleblower. He was the whistleblower, but he didn't think nobody was going to get in trouble. That's just like a man throwing a rock and hide his hand. People don't think men start trouble and thinking it's always the woman starting trouble too. I have noticed this pattern a lot. Men could be troublemakers and make it seem like it's the woman. I swear to you. I swear to you, I have seen this pattern. Okay? And she's like, she ain't never wanted to be a doctor, but nobody was hearing her. They will always tell her to be quiet and just keep going. And I say, parents are crazy to push their children into a field that their children do not want to be a part of. I said, first of all, that's wasting money. If you're going to spend money on something that your kid want to do, or you could save to invest on yourself. Why waste all that money? Do you know how much medical school costs? That's a lot of money to be throwing down the toilet. All that lady wanted to do was be her and live her own life. But she was pleasing her parents going through a medical school. And her uncle reassured her that he sees her and he loves her. And whatever she does, he is going to support her. And I felt so bad. Audrey know how to get back into somebody good graces. But Claire forgives Audrey. But everything ended up beautiful. But to me, the theme is, it's like, women that live in this world, we are being invisible. We're not being seen and we're not being heard. And it's like, this got to do with women's rights. Always fight. Always stand up for yourself. Always be vocal. When nobody is on your side, you have to be the one to fight on your behalf. When no one is willing to fight on your behalf. And this theme right here for this episode is right for March. Because in March, it is Women's Month. So, ladies, Always be present in your life. Always be vocal. Women do have rights. Always believe in yourself. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.